positivity, motivation, never settle for average. Go to bigherc916.com, pick up some merch, holler at me if you're looking to get some artwork done, or pick you up a bar of soap and wash your ass. Because ain't nothing worse than smelling like boo-boo. And Valentine's Day is right around the corner. Treat your loved one as something special and purchase them some soap. And happy Black History Month. Yeah, we still dedicating a month to Black history rather than every day to Black history. Because that's what the people wanted. They want to feel special for a month. But other than the month, it's not Black history. But every day I go to a stoplight, that's Black history. Do you know that a Black man came up with the stoplight? Do you know that a Black man invented the gas mask? One of the first successful people who did open heart surgery was a Black man. Black men were very instrumental in the first automobile, the first airplane. There's a lot of stuff that Black people have done that doesn't need to be limited to just a month. But one thing that needs to be spoken on is the Black politicians blaming these companies and their bottom line for leaving these crime-infested
Another
neighborhoods.
pharmacy in the Massachusetts 7th. This closure is a part of a larger trend of abandoning low-income communities. These closures are not arbitrary and they are not innocent. They are life-threatening acts of racial and economic discrimination. That is why I joined with Senator Markey and Warren to demand answers from Walgreens CEO. Why was there no community input, no adequate notice to customers, and no transition resources to prevent gaps in health care? Shame on you, Walgreens. Having a website with talking points about health equity and underserved communities is not enough. Walgreens is a multi-billion-dollar corporation that needs to put their money where their mouth is and stop divesting.
Woman speak, this Black woman speak. And she's talking about that they make enough money to where they should not have to worry about crime because they're a billion-dollar company, multi-million-dollar company. How about you address the crime? How about you tell the people who are stealing to stop stealing? How about you throw in some accountability? This blind eye that the Black community has been paid to endorse is destroying the Black community. People like this woman are a detriment to the elevation of conscience among Black people in the Black community because they're not addressing the real root cause of the crime in the community. It could be a Black grocery store. It could be a Black business. It's still getting robbed because there's no consequence. And the consequence, for one, but for two, the moral standards. You have money in your pocket, you got Jordans, you got a $1,500, $2,000 Apple phone in your pocket, but you want to go and steal. You got on some whatever, I don't know what kind of group you're on, Snapchat, Telegram, WhatsApp group. You decide to meet up 30 or 40 of you guys and rob this place together. If you can do that, you could get together to invest 30 you guys, put in $100 each. You can start a business. You don't have to rob and steal. And, you know, you think it's innocent because, oh man, it's only, you know, we're only stealing a little bit, but then all this stuff is getting resold. It's making consumer products for everybody else go up in price. It's creating these food deserts in these communities because now you have to travel an extra 30 minutes, maybe an hour to go get the same food that you could have maybe walked down the street to get. Is creating just a low vibration among the community because of the animosity between those who are actually still paying and those who are stealing. And it's just creating more divide even among the Black community. If you are standing in line and you see somebody running out with 3 or 4 boxes of Nikes or a rack of clothing, but yet you still have the capacity to pay, there is no excuse. They're not stealing the Nikes because they have to go and put food on the table. That's bullshit. These people are not starving. They're not starving like they claim to be. And if you are, go down to the border, leave your ID somewhere, come back, say that you're from Nigeria, you're from Ghana, and get you a debit card. You're smart enough to steal and create a eBay store and flip shoes and flip all this other stuff. Go down and act like you came from the border, man, and go get you a goddamn free credit card. I'm not saying that that's a solution because I'm not telling you to commit more crime, but hey, they say it's legal for them to get free shit. Why don't you pressure your community leaders to give you an opportunity with some type of programs in the neighborhood? If they got it for the illegals, they got it for the Black community. Where's the Black community's help? I mean, you got people right now who are talking about they want your vote, but you're living in a crime-infested, no food having, stealing, fatherless, multiple baby daddy, drug-infested, gun-infested environment, and you're not saying shit, but you're crying because Walmart is moved out. You guys stole all the meat out of there. Home Depot had to lock up all the tools. They're embracing that. You're embracing a neighborhood that ain't got shit but a liquor store and maybe some armed guards at the gas station. You're embracing that shit, and you're not checking the people in your community to get their shit together. And they're feeding off of you. That's what they're doing in the Black community. They're eating their own tail. They're eating their own. And you wonder why nobody wants to invest money in the community and open up new business because you're already destroying what's there. Why would I invest more money in the community? Get your OGs together. Get the ones who can somehow maybe have some influence and have them step up to say, hey, man, let's do something positive and give back. Maybe if you had money invested in the community, you wouldn't want to steal from it. Maybe if that was your In-N-Out burger, or your grocery store or your shoe store, maybe you guys would take more pride. Black History Month? Man, shit. I see a bunch of crybabies in Congress and in these community political positions that ain't doing shit. Give us this, give us that, give me this, give me that. But you're not focused on your education. You're not focused on taking a trade. And if you don't have the money, there's grants. Make these people come up with the money, man. They're taxing the shit out of you. Tell them to provide some grants to help out the Black community. Tell them they giving the money. They don't put the migrants in your empty projects and in your community centers. Tell them to get the hell out. If they could hike all the way up here, hike their ass all the way back to where they came from, and now use that same money you were going to give them, use it to the Black community. Shit's got to change, man. You Black people, man, hooting and hollering and pointing your finger. Look, man, these people are going to replace you, man. They're going to replace you, and you talking about, oh, man, we ain't got no Denny's over here. We ain't got no, they're closing down all the stores. Yeah. And then when they don't want you and want to starve you out, there ain't going to be no public transit over there. No public transit, gas stations closed. You're going to be hit. You're going to have to drive an hour, 2 hours to go get some food, to go shopping. And they don't want you over in the other place because they don't want you stealing over there. You guys got to wake up, man. These politicians, these Black politicians, they garbage, man. A lot of these people is not doing the right thing. Not all of them. There are some good ones in there, but the ones who aren't speaking out are causing more detriment than all the good ones combined because they're not calling it what it is. Call it what it is. You guys are thieving. Stop thieving. Stop destroying the community. Hey, man, you got money. You're balling. What? You're not broke. We know you flipping this shit. Man, just pay for it. Don't you want your family to be able to go somewhere and feel like they can take care of the household without having to drive across town? Man, this shit, it's disgusting, man. It's disgusting. And every time I see these people in there, oh man, the black community, you got the mayor of Chicago.
We have soccer games, y'all. You know, you all are asking me as if I'm not a parent in this city. I get it. I'm mayor. I get it. But you're asking me to give you a date, and I have to court. Do you understand that you have not had a mayor like me? I get that. I have a wife. I have children. They have schedules. And plus, we still have public safety that we have to address. We still have the unhoused that we have to address. I still have a budget that I have to address. And I'm doing all of that with a black wife raising 3 black children on the west side of the city of Chicago.
Oh, I got a family and 3 kids. I can't make it to the border. You can't make it to the border, brother, but you got time to let the migrants take over. You got time to let the city be run into the dirt, but you're saying, you're the mayor. Man, look, man, you chose the job. Step down. Step down. You don't have to be the mayor no more. Step down. You guys need to call through. I don't live in Chicago, but I feel for the people there because I see how they're being pimped. Hey, man.
Officially, I only got one real spanking my entire life. My mom did the best a 14-year-old could do, raising me with love and instilling values that will last a lifetime. I was a straight A student and lived to make her happy. So how did I go astray? A horrible stepdad that stole my self-worth and invoked fear turned me into a person that I struggled to overcome. From skateboarding to selling drugs, gang banging in juvenile hall, I got caught the same way many young promising men get caught up. I struggled to find my identity, getting mixed up in shootouts, crime, and the adult entertainment industry. This roller coaster continued as I juggled college, hustling, and Hollywood, eventually catching a federal bank robbery case. I found redemption in prison while serving a 120-month federal sentence and came out a man on a mission. I became a social media influencer with over 500 million views on YouTube and a life coach mentoring people all over the world. This is my journey.